I'm Trevor Bird, and I'm on the power team with American Magic.
Okay, how'd it go out there today?
We had a little bit of a wait, waiting for some breeze to kick in today, but ended up being really a bluebird day. Able to get some really nice sailing in the late afternoon.
Okay, anything specific you all working on today?
Well, one of the things of the Cup is you're always iterating, you're always trying to improve your systems, your human interface devices, everything in the boat's always being improved and refined. So we spent a little bit of time today getting everything, some new things in the boat, getting them all nice and dialed in, make sure we're super happy with everything and how it's performing before we went sailing.
Okay, it looked like we sailed for a couple minutes at the start of today. Then there was a lot of attention paid to the new piece of equipment connected to the Traveler, lots of brakes, and then a little bit of sailing here or there. It was kind of a different day. What can you tell us about that?
As much as anything today, the brakes we had were just waiting for wind. Unfortunately, we only had 6 or 7 knots for a good part of the day. So we went up, gave it a go, and it wasn't quite enough to keep sailing. So we just kind of hung out and were patient and cooled our heels a little bit and waited for wind.
Okay, from your perspective in the power group, with the different helmsmen, can you tell a difference when there's a different helmsperson?
For us, in the front of the boat, providing the power, there's not a ton of difference in the different helmsmen. You can feel a little bit of difference if we're doing something different with how we're trimming the boat, but all the guys are super talented and best in the world, so it's not so different for us.
Do you find that one helmsman makes harder turns, or with a particular helmsman you're required to produce more or less power?
I don't think there's a huge difference in the helmsman and how we feel the boat. I think, like I said, they're all the best in the world, and they're all. That said, we're doing things differently every time. We're trying to improve our technique and learn every time we're doing a maneuver. So sometimes different techniques, and we're trying different things. That's the biggest difference.
Okay. Do you find that in your position it's more or less demanding in light air versus heavy air, or offshore versus inshore?
Once we take the boat offshore, the power demands do go up a bit. Obviously, the waves mean the boat's much more active in the trimming and the driving, and that's just part of the nature of it. And that's something we'll have to deal with in Barcelona. Light air, heavy air, it has different feelings. I couldn't tell you if it's more or less. It's just a bit of a different feeling more than anything.
What's the most challenging part of your job?
The most challenging part of my job is probably the training we're doing, fitting that in around the sailing, and trying to be performing in the gym and performing in the boat all the time. It's probably the hardest thing, getting that balance right.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you very much.